Crew Spro Professional Angler, and we got the Baby Fat John 50. Now this is a little bait that I've wanted for a long time, not just to fill in a gap in the Spro crankbait lineup that I've designed, but also in crankbaits in general. It's a smaller crankbait with a fat body, a really unique shaped bill, because I had to really play with that thing when I was designing it to get it to run exactly how I wanted it. Now I wanted a bait that would run about 1 foot to 1.5 feet deep, but I wanted to have a real hard thump like a square bill, but I wanted it to hunt and kind of shoot from side to side so that it would elicit a lot of strikes without having to hit cover. And I think we all know that when crankbaits hit cover, that's when those fish really tend to react to it and come up and bite it. But I wanted a crankbait that would stay higher up in the water column and still have that kind of wild, erratic action, and that's what we did with the Baby Fat John 50. Anytime those fish are keyed in on crankbaits, especially really shallow, that's when I'm gonna go to that Baby Fat John 50. You can throw it on lighter line. I like throwing, than most square bills, I throw it on 12. Sometimes I'll go up to 14-pound test, but I want that little bit lighter line so I can let that crankbait be free and let it have its little wild, erratic kicks and everything when you're reeling it in. Like I said, that's when the fish just absolutely inhale it. Really good in the fall, really good in the spring when that grass is starting to grow up and there's about a 2 to 3 foot window over top of that grass. That Baby Fat John 50 is real good to stay right above that grass and give it a little bit wild action. Really good on tidal fisheries, because a lot of those fish stay real shallow all year round. They key in on those smaller bait fish, and that's exactly what that Baby Fat John 50 does. It imitates those smaller bait fish, acting wild and erratic. The Baby Fat John 50 is what I go to when I want a crankbait that runs less than 2 feet with a really wild, erratic action.